What's up everyone, WilliApple here, and today Apple has released the 6th beta of macOS Sequoia 15.1. In this video I'll be showing you what is new inside the software. We got a couple things to talk about, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'd like to show you are screen recording improvements. So the first thing is that we now have an indicator right up here in the control center indicating that there are screen recording happening. And we even have a brand new glyph icon right here as well. And as far as I know, this does show in full screen. So if I were to full screen this app right here, you could see right here that it does show right here just to indicate that we are screen recording. This is similar to the camera and microphone permissions, but we now have it for screen recording. And along with that, screen recording pop-ups have now switched from over to a month. And if you use the app frequently, Apple will detect that and it will not show screen recording pop-ups again until you don't use the app for a while. So that's extremely nice to see, especially for people who screen record a lot like me. And I did test this with an app right here. I did not get a pop-up. Now, next change has to do with low power mode. So in the previous beta, we got a brand new button inside of the menu bar, which allowed you to just turn on low power mode straight from the menu bar. That has been removed, unless you go into here and click always. And then if you were to do Touch ID real fast, and then take a look right here, it is back, but you can turn it off and then it just turns itself off. Putting it on only on battery, it won't show because I'm plugged in, but on power adapter it will show right there and you can just turn it off just by clicking right there. However, it does not seem to update right here, so that's a little bug that Apple still needs to fix right here. And I'm pretty sure they will fix it because if you set it to always and then just do that, okay, I guess it doesn't, but yeah, low power mode has had a minor improvement right here. Now, next change has to do with the minimize animation. So inside of macOS Sequoia 15.0, we got a lot faster minimize animation. Now they made it slower. It's like smoother now. I think it's because I'm looking at a 75Hz display, but it's like super fluid now. It's slower. That's just something to keep in mind with animations. I'm not sure if you're able to adjust the animation besides switching it to a just scale animation. But yeah, the scale effect is exactly the same. The genie effect, it's much slower. I think they reverted it back from Sonoma. Now, next change has to do with the Notes app. So we have a brand new Apple Intelligence icon right here. So this will only show if you have Apple Intelligence enabled, of course. But we have a brand new glyph icon. They just added a pencil to the existing Apple Intelligence icon. And it just works about the same. No major changes here with Apple Intelligence itself. And speaking of Apple Intelligence, this animation seems to have improved a little bit. So you can see it just does not do a weird effects as it has done before. And so Siri with the Apple Intelligence mode has seemed to improve quite a bit in this latest beta. Now, something I do wish they would add is a little sliding animation. Back in the days of macOS Monterey, it would make a lot of sense, but we just do not have that here. And I still have the little bug where it sometimes just goes on to my main display when I am currently focusing on this display. So that's something to keep in mind here when using Apple Intelligence. Now, next change has to do with the Mail app. We have a brand new splash screen. So we have priority messages, which is filter stuff to the top, messages, summaries, and smart reply. So it's just talk about Apple Intelligence and Mail. Nothing new with the Mail app except for this little splash screen right here. Now, next change has to do with Siri itself. So we have a brand new icon here for Siri. It's based off the Apple Intelligence icon. They just don't want to mention the old icon for Siri anymore. And they just made it a rainbow background. So just a brand new icon. It's not macOS-y, it's more iOS-y. So I'm not sure how to feel about this icon. Hopefully they add more depth to it in a future beta if we will get one. But if I were to turn off Apple Intelligence right here, you can see that it still has this Siri icon. So I'm not sure about that, but I could just turn it back on and it's still exactly the same. But even in the menu bar when I have Apple Intelligence off, it goes back to the old Grandma Siri. Anyways, that's everything I could find inside this latest beta of macOS Sequoia. Now, what is next for Apple? When will we see the next betas of macOS? Let's take my favorite Willy widget to do this with and let me theme it a little bit. So I expect another beta to come out potentially on the 14th right here. Now there's a small chance that it will, and we got reports about a brand new MacBook coming out here on the 1st right here. So I expect an Apple event here on probably the 21st or the 22nd, maybe even on the 23rd if Apple wants to surprise us. So that means that macOS Sequoia might come out here on the 28th. That is going to be my answer right here on the 28th. Now, we do have a quality control build number of an A build, so that means that Apple is really confident this is going to be the RC build. The only change being that all the debugging stuff is removed, but we will see from here. And thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Check out my apps, Willy Widgets and Willy Study down in the description down below. And please check out this video up here to find out which version of macOS is the quickest in 2024. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!